take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe. My feed, looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, they're gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
Bum bum billy boo, it's the Wonders Historian. Hello! Hello! What's up, my friends? How you doing? We are here for some OCM and Mythic hunt in action. We have not finished the Call of the Stone set yet, and in a couple of days they're going to be announcing the next set, so we got to make some more progress, all right? Technically today automatically includes progress. So I'll get to what that means momentarily. I'm going to share the live stream link first, and then we'll do our hellos. Hellos! And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. There we go. That's good. So, hello time. What up? Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't switch it into the proper chat view. There we go. What's up, Eng, Habanero, Zircon, Death, Shelton, Jess, Kyle, Defective, Teferi. There's sort of weird noise out there, and now I'm like, is my door locked? Okay, well, nobody's out there, but the door was definitely not locked. So, you know, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to go and make sure the door to your home is locked, right? Better safe than dead. Okay, so we are going to do some booster Kraken. All right, we're looking for OCMs. We're looking for Mythic action. So I'm gonna quickly refresh my memory and your memory too of the Mythics that we're looking for, so we know when to be excited. All right. So we're looking for Refgor Squirming Crown, Slow Motion, Starway the Guide, Synthara the Divine, the Coral Primordial, the Storm Rider, Trevel and Mouseheart, Umbrathine Formless Stone. I think it's the only stone I don't have. Vascu the Suzzar Lich, Weeping Titan Fortuna, and then we're also looking for Fist of the Broken, Great Horned Prismadian, High Priestess Rosalind Wildwood, Magnavortex Rex, Nethermaw the Devourer, Nova Launcher, Obsidian Heart, and Orion Night Howler. So, I mean, I don't know how well you guys are going to remember that, or I'm going to remember that, but reading it off at least gives me a chance, right? Now, before we actually start cracking the booster packs themselves, I, on the weekend, went to the pre-release for the newest Magic set, and while I was there, I traded for a number of Mythics that I didn't have for my set. So I traded with Double Strike. I sent him over a photo of my lists, and he told me what he was looking for. I brought the cards, and then he just put the cards that I needed in front of me. I haven't read any of these. I decided I would save them. I thought it would be more fun to discover what they do in a live stream. So as part of completing the set, we're going to start out by looking at 6 fat Mythics that I have. I mean, how close does that actually get us, honestly? How many Mythics do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 listed on the pages. However, some of them I might need multiple subs. So it could be theoretically more than that. But 17 more that I need to finish my set. These 6 have already been crossed off the list. All right. So we're gonna take a look at these cards first. We're gonna start out with City of Circuits, Circuit City. So this is a legendary land. On harvest, you may pay, does that say 3 or 5? It looks like 5. On harvest, you may pay 5. If you do, Create a token copy of target item in any realm. Sack that token at the end of round. Oh, wow. So you can copy any one of yours or one of your opponent's items? That actually feels really strong. No wonder it's mythic, rare, and legendary. So, City of Circuits. Got it from my collection. Then we've got Arius the Relentless. He is a 7-cost, 7-power space whale. Wonders you control here get flying. Oh, gross. Gross. All your dudes have flying so you can move them from realm to realm. And as this guy moves around to another realm, he'll give everybody in that realm flying too. So he can take the whole squad with him. Whenever you attack with flyers, you can choose to move them to either adjacent realm. So this guy can just bring everybody. Hop on, mama. We're going for a ride on the Sky Whale. I'm not even talking about drugs. All right, then we got Eli Goldgear III, 7 cost, 6 power. When you play him, seek 3 an item with cost 5 or less, then create a token copy of it in an adjacent realm. Ew. So you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put an item straight into play for free, and then you get to make a copy of it in another realm as well. That's really strong. These cards are very strong. Skinwalking Siren, 5 cost, 6 power. On attack, gain control of a stone here. What? Just whenever she attacks, you gain control of a stone? That's insane. That's literally busted. What? That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy. Like, what the hell? Combine these two together for flying and on attack, gain a stone. Attack in one realm, get the stone there. Attack in another realm, get the stone there. Like, you could literally snag 3 stones super easy with just these 2 guys. Bang, bang, bang. That's gross. Then we've got Shadow's Reach, which was a card that I actually got to spoil. But if you asked me what it did, I could not tell you from memory because that was months ago. So legendary land, on harvest, trigger the on harvest ability of another target land that hasn't triggered this round. Ooh, amazing. Copying land abilities, very sweet. What up, Kensuke? And then we've got a foil version of Sporal, Lord of Fungus, 3 cost, 2 power. Whenever you defend in an adjacent realm, you may move this to that realm. This gets +1 for each plant you control. Oh, neat. There's like a little Dream Spore guy who gets +1 for every fungus you control. And this is like the Lord to go with them. That's fun. So it gets bigger and you can move it around when you're getting attacked in different realms. That's pretty good. That's right, Sheldon. It's City of Circuits, not Circuit City. You can't buy electronics here. Although I guess you could. It can copy your electronics, bro. So, 6 more mythics for the set. Oh yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Nice. So now here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start cracking collector boosters, looking for both mythics for my set and for the OCM. Once we hit the OCM, I'm going to probably swap it over to playstyle. But we're starting out with the juice. We're starting out with Ultra Juice from Collector Town. All right? That's the way we're going to do it. That's the way we're going to do it. And in the meantime, I've been saving these up, guys, so that we can do something special at some point with these ultra special boosters. The fungus among us? Correct. Correct. The fungus. Okay. So, in no particular order, on the hunt for the OCM and any other goodness we can get. Everything else is secondary at best. We got the Twin Titan Warhammer, which is the equipment that whenever Equip Wonder battles, you can put 2 -1/-1 counters on target Wonder here, so you can shrink down your opponent's guys every time you attack. Not too shabby. I don't know. I mean, it costs 4. I don't actually know how strong it is. We got Rare Lavender. Whenever you use a tap ability of a Wonder, that Wonder gets +4 this round. Sack it for free to give your enemies -1 this round. Yeah, it's okay. It's got a couple uses. Then we got Stormfang and Thunderbite, double +6 power swords. Oh yeah, and it makes dudes untargetable. So this sword copies itself into 2 different realms. Wow. Wow, okay. We got a quadruple rare pack. Chronar Cogmind. 5 cost, 4 power. When you play him, if an ability of target do was triggered this round, trigger it again. Then we got a foil common. Oh, foil epic rare! Helios Heat Cannon! 4 cost. Equip Wonder gets +3. That is a +3, right? Or is that a +5? Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like +3. When Equip Wonder dies, target enemy gets -6 this round. Okay. All right. Apparently, the foiling is making it hard for me to read from this angle. And it's got a tuned Heliosynth, so you can play without spending an action. Not too shabby. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 rares. And then we got a foil rare as well. So we got 6 rares from this pack. Calder Blazebringer. 5 cost, 6 power. Tap them for free to give one of your dudes +1 for every stone you control. That's all right. That's an all right ability. Not too shabby. I mean, we're starting. That was a very juicy pack. That was a lot of rares. A lot of rares in theirs. Not surprised though. The collector boosters are pretty juiced up. They are pretty juiced indeed. Okay. Get past the uncommons, into the rares. Mysterium Veilguard. 2 cost, 3 power. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, if this is untapped, you can tap it to nullify that spell. There's not that many reactive cards in this game, so it's always nice to have a few you can use to hose your opponent's nonsense. Then we got the Mountain Sovereign Worm. 5 cost, 6 power. On attack, you can destroy target enemy that costs 2 or less. And he's got flying. Maneuver him around. Smoke your opponent's tiny guys. Feathered Titan. 7 cost, 9 power. If you have a stone, he gets +4 and flying. Okay. 13 power flyer. That's gross. Then just a common. Foil common. Oh, Yarhar the Mouthy. I remember somebody saying that they were a fan of this guy. 6 cost, 6 power. Guardian +2 and name a card. That card costs 3 more to play this round. Shark action. Then we got a foil token. And then we got the commons. Okay, so that pack was less insane than the previous pack. But that don't matter. We're only here for one thing. 2 things. OCM and Mythics. That's what it's all about. Okay. We got the Kill Claw. So this is a story token for the green Stone Seeker. Gives a +2 to a wonder and on attack destroy target token here. It's okay. Stolo Rockthorn. I played with this guy. I played with this guy at the Shattering. 0 power, 2 cost, but it's got rage, so you can attack with it right when you put it out if you want. But the main action is right here. Whenever you attack, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on this. I ended up attacking with it multiple times a turn, and that +2 counters really started to stack up quick and made this guy formidable. Then we got Autumn's Light, 2 cost. Whenever an enemy battles in target realm this round, nullify that enemy for this round. It's okay. It's all right. Foil common. Foil uncommon. Hey, wow, we hit the OCM. Okay, all right. It is a newborn dragon token. Gotta admit, tokens are on the least exciting end of the OCM scale. It's always nice to get an OCM, but like, you know, you tend to want something a little more up there. But, you know, anybody who's playing with dragons and wants a dragon token or whatever, means I got one. I got one. But yeah, it's it's all right. It's all right. I've done better. I've definitely done better. All right, well, I did say once I hit the OCM that we would swap over to play boosters, so let's do that. Let's go hunting for some mythics and some play boosters. Let's see if we can find some stuff for my set. Some, don't you be mentioning that blasphemy up in here, buddy. I don't even want to be thinking about that. I don't even want to be considering that, bro. Okay. So, we are on a pure juice hunt. Mythic or bust. Button the Painbringer. 6 cost 5 power. Whenever you attack with an undead, you can return him from the abyss into the realm. That realm, and he's got unstable, so he gets sacked at the end of the turn. So you can keep bringing him back for some action. That's all right. And then we got a foil common, so swing and a miss on that one. What up, Juggling? How you doing, buddy? Okay. Next booster. Show me the goodness. Commander Star Prowl, 2 cost 1 power. When he arrives, if you control another wonder, put a shield counter on this guy and that guy. It's all right. That's good value for only 2 cost, honestly. Then we got a foil uncommon, and the one goblin guy looks like an angry Yoda. That's funny. I mean, I feel like I made progress anyways just from the six mythics I traded for, so there's not a lot of pressure on me to advance my set too much tonight, thankfully. All right, we've got Red Feather Eye Eater, 4 cost, 4 power. On defense, he gets +2 this round, and he's got flying. Does that really justify being rare? I don't know. Epic Rare, the Radiant Hierarch, Maxim Solaris, 5 cost, 4 power. When she shows up, gain 3 faith. Tap her for free. If you have 5 or more faith, destroy target tapped card. Oh, that's pretty nice. Gaining faith ain't too difficult. That's not too shabby. Oh, we got a Mythic. We got Galaxy Slayer. Did I say Galaxy Slayer? Do we need Galaxy Slayer? I already have Galaxy Slayer. Okay, what does it do? It's a legendary story token. Equipped Wonder gets +3, and the first time this attacks each round, defending player sacks a card. Huh. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Okay. Well, it's too bad that it wasn't a Mythic for my set, but, you know, it can always be traded for something that I need. Some, you can't wait for the new Spaceballs movie. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. I am curious about the new Spaceballs movie. It feels like it has the potential to be actually entertaining, so it's not the same sort of dead-eyed cash grab that I've been accustomed to in the modern era, and they're obviously acknowledging that too with the tongue-in-cheek name of the quest for more money, poking fun at the fact that there have been a ton of reboots that were just dead-eyed cash grabs. All right, come on. Come on. Oh, all right, we saw you already. We got Stolo Solo. And, okay, wow. Just a bunch of commons and stuff. Not too much going on in that pack. All right, next up. What do we got? Come on, Big M. Come on, Big Mythic. We got Soul Devour Spectre. 4 cost, 3 power. Whenever a wonder moves into this realm, banish it. This is great if you have the call ability and you can move your opponent's guys, or if you have like Thalwind cards to move your opponent's guys. Just force them in and make them sack. That's all right. Gorak Iron Fist, Epic Rare, 4 cost, 5 power. Guardian +2 and put a protector counter on him. That's all right. A lot of the Guardian stuff tends to overwhelm me. That does not underwhelm, I should say. This does not underwhelm me. Foil uncommon. All right. On to the next booster pack. What are we? Okay, we got Merrick Santiago. 5 cost, 5 power. On arrival, get a free attack. And he has Heart of a Legend. So you have a legendary, you get 2 free attacks. That combines really well with dudes like Stolo, where you can just be like, okay, I got 2 extra attacks, and I'm going to crank counters. And we got Thunder Peak Vineyard, which is a land that says on arrival, you can put target card you own in the abyss on top of your deck. I like that because this card gives you an action, and you can spend actions to draw cards. So you can literally pop something on top of your deck when this comes out, tap it to get an action, and then use that action to get the card off your deck. Foil common. We got nothing. 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 Okay, next up, we have Starlight Shallows. A land that says on play, each player with 0 actions gains an energy. Obviously, you play this as your last action, and hopefully before your opponents used all their actions, and then you get an energy and they get nothing. Although, you know, the fact that you have 0 actions makes you think, well, what can I do? Well, you still have the ability to tap this for another action afterwards, so you can use that extra energy. And we got an uncommon, foil common. Not much going on there. Man, these I'm going to be out of these play boosters soon. I'm probably going to switch back to collector boosters for some more juice. Don't feel like I've gotten enough juice tonight. We'll see, though. Maybe I'll luck into one of the mythics I'm looking for. Archellan, 5 cost, 7 power. Tap them for free. Reveal the top card of each opponent's deck, then put them back, and each player draws a card. So, gain a bit of information about what your opponent's got going on and draw a card. That's all right. Don't feel like letting my opponent draw a card, though. And the fact that it says each opponent makes you wonder if they're gearing up for multiplayer. Oh, yeah. We got another mythic. Sandura the Simulator. Do we have Sandura? We do. Okay, we're hitting mythics I already have. That happens. 7 cost, 6 power. All non-equipment items here are wonders with power equal to their cost. Oh, cool. He turns every item into dudes. Interesting. And that's not just yours. That's your opponent's stuff too. That's got some interesting applications. All right. Well, even when we get a mythic we can't use, that means we got trade fodder. So that is welcome. And a foil rare, Joricho Wellspring, 3 cost. Whenever an item or biosynth is played, gain a faith. And when you have 5 or more faith, he gets +3 power. I am very curious about a faith build. The strength level and what you could do with it. There's enough faith cards now. Now there's 2 sets that it makes me feel like, yeah, you could probably pull it off. And with the new set around the corner, I expect there'll be more faith cards coming along too. All right. Give me some more mythicness, but this time something that I do not have. All right, Core Meltdown, 4 cost spell, banish target item, and it's attuned so it won't cost you an action. That's not too shabby. And then we have a foil Nick Shredder. I own the art proof to this, actually. So that's kind of cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. If your library runs out of cards, do you lose the game? You can't run out of cards. The game will be over before you could run out of cards. Unless they change things and somehow give you insane amounts of card draw or the ability to completely rook your opponent's deck, you can't actually run out of cards. It'll take some special card coming along for that. Ciro Stratus, the Devouring Skies. So he's a rare. 6 cost, 4 power. Whenever another wonder you control arrives here, you can stun target enemy here. And he's got flying. I love stunning dudes. It's awesome. It feels so good to stun one of their guys with an ability, because when people tap in this game, they don't untap. And stunning taps them and drops their power to 0 as well for the rest of the turn. So that is pretty nice. We got them uncommon. Foil uncommon. Alright, I got one more play booster here to crack. And it better delight me, or I'm going pshaw and going back into some collector action. You know what I'm saying? Oh, looks like there's a formless foil in here. So we got a rare Zephyrith Star, Shadow Star. 6 cost, 6 power. On arrival, nullified target wonder here this round. And Heart of a Legend. So Heart of a Legend lets you double up. You can nullify 2 guys as long as you have a legendary. That's good in the right situation. Then we got a foil Saber Relics. Okay. Haven't seen this artwork. All right. It's not too shabby. So he has 2 cost, 2 power, and Awaken +3. So if you have a stone, he's 5 power. Wow. All right. Well, I don't think that qualifies as enough juice. I don't feel as juiced as I could be. So, oops. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and crack into some more collector boosters. Give me back some of that collector action. I want more juice, son. I want more juice. What up, Yamagoro? Okay, so we got Day Chiller Abomination. 5 cost, 7 power. Tap them for free. Target player buries target item they control. Pick one of their items, make them get rid of it. That's a good ability. We got the Soulless. 5 cost, 7 power. Tap it for free to return target wonder you own that costs 2 or less from the Abyss to this or an adjacent realm. Nothing wrong with some free resurrecting. Yeah, McGraw, did I find anything good? Found a few good mythics. Nothing I needed for my set, but a few good mythics and a dragon token OCM, so not too shabby. We got Summoned Zebzalog. 4 cost, 2 power. Whenever a card you own enters the Abyss, it gets +2 this round, and he's got flying, so set things up right, and you can have a big beef boy and fly him around to different realms, I mean. Foil common, foil uncommon, formless foil uncommon, cool flame dagger. 1 cost whenever, what does this say? Whenever this equips, equipped wonder gets +4 this round. Okay. All right. So you get +4 for 1 round. So you gotta hand it around. You gotta be a cool guy and hand around the cool flame dagger. Jess, there's no such thing as half soulless. It just means you got a shitty soul. You just got one of them crappy ones. Okay, what's next? Raxus Warstorm. There's another guy I played with at the Shattering. 3 cost, 3 power. Round start, each player taps a land they control. This thing is really obnoxious. Because normally, you want to put your lands out, and you want to wait and use them when it's strategically wisest. But this guy goes, screw you. You're going to have to tap down your land, so use them or lose them, dick. 100%. Dina of Tau Mecha. 1 cost, 1 power. She has call. Tap her for free to move her to target realm where you control an item. So she can rip around to where items are. That's all right. And then B23 Supporting Bot. 3 cost, 2 power. Awaken +4 and tap free. Return target item you own in the Abyss to your hand. That's pretty sweet. Grabbing an item back from your graveyard. Foil common. Foil uncommon. This one is one that gives you 2 faith every single turn. So I feel like in a proper faith build, she's going to end up getting gross. And then she also has the ability to tap if you have 4 or more faith, then you give a guy +4 for the turn. So just an infinite faith generator, like not infinite, she only gives you 2 a turn, but I just mean like an unending faith generator. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But alas, we have yet to crack Mythic goodness that I need. So onwards we go with the hope that that will change. Jess, is that why you have a shitty soul? Is that why you're lazy and you laugh when people fall down? Possibly. People falling down is fine to laugh at because it's like harmless. You know the person's okay. You're not laughing at them falling into like a ravine. Oh, Zero Stratus, we already saw you. Dream Feline Cosmistic. 3 costs, 2 power. At round's end, if any spells were played this round, draw a card. Do like that. I do like that. Star Peeper's Glass. 4 cost item. Tap it for free. The next time target player plays a card this round, nullify it. I don't know, man. Having to like... I just feel like you got to put this out and then you've got to tap it and declare that the next opponent your card plays... Next time your opponent plays a card this round, it gets nullified. They could just not play anything and wait until the next turn and then this isn't doing anything. This one feels underwhelming. Hey, we got a foil Mythic. I know. I already know I have this. I have a foil of this one already. Starfall Cascade. 5 cost. Move any number of target lands and items to realm 1. So, again, scoring a Mythic is sweet, but, you know, don't need it for my set. So, mildly disappointed that it's not a Mythic I need. The yellow-eyed kangaroo was crazy looking. There's some pretty wild looking cards, man. All right. Next up, what do we got? Calder, we saw you already. Tau Mecha Standard Armor. This one's interesting because it only costs 1 to put out. And it goes with Wonder +4, but whoever you attach it to, if they're not a token, you have to sacrifice them at the end of turn. So, pretty big trade-off. Oh, we did it! I remember reading this name out. I remember saying this, right? Treble and Mouseheart. We got him. We got him. We fucking got him. Yeah. I don't know what he does, but we got him. We fucking did it. We did it. All right, let's see what he does. 3 cost, 1 power. He is tap him for free. For each card you control with the sacrifice ability, you may activate that ability once this round without sacrificing that card. Ew. It doesn't even matter if it's the same realm. You can use all of your sack guys without sacking them. Oh man. There's these Crystal Fire Mouse that you can sacrifice for 2 energy and to draw 2 cards. Gross. Bro, that's epic. That is epic. All right, let's grab a sleeve for him. He is Setward Bound. I'm actually going to pop him over with the other Mythics that I traded for. Keep a track of them. That's amazing. What? Yo. What? Yo. What? This is the same box. You normally only get 1 OCM out of a box, boys. This is an error in our favor. We literally just got 2 OCMs from the set. That's never happened to me. This has never happened to me. We got double OCMs. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. All right. That's amazing. Double OCMs. Okay. We got a Starfur Ursa. On arrival, put a protector counter on him. 3 cost, 4 power. Yeah. Double OCM. That does not happen. This was the same pack that we got a Mythic that we needed. That's... Bro, what? Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Booyah indeed, Bo Falcon. Double OCM. Double OCM from one booster box. Oh, yeah. That's not supposed to happen, I don't think. That's awesome. I will take that happily. That is a very sweet surprise. Double OCMs. And it's not in the AM. Okay. And now the greed compels me to crack a little bit more. Although I don't think we're going to top getting a Mythic I need for my set and an OCM in the same pack. You know, like, that feels highly unlikely. All right, we got Dream Eater. Played this guy, the Shattering. 7 cost, 6 power. When you play him, banish target card, so get rid of your opponent's best card. And then he's just a big flying dragon you can send around to smash shit. Nixus Verax. 3 cost, 3 power. Rounds end, for each round where you control an unequipped equipment, create a 1 power construct token. I like that. Anywhere where you got unused gear, he just sends a dude for you. That's really convenient. Then we got Bellator. This is a 5 cost, 7 power. On round end, you can sack a token. If you do, create 2 tokens of the same class in that realm. Just token doubling. Then we got some foil common action, foil token. Yeah, after that last pack, it's hard to top that high, bro. That was sick. Double OCM. Well, I got to crack some more, guys. I got to crack some more. Mosspaws Respite. This is a sweet land. Whenever a wonder dies, you can move up to 2 counters that was on it onto this land. And then when you tap it to harvest, you can spread those counters however you want across any number of your dudes. It's so cool. Deliberate Backlash, 4 cost. Distribute X +1 counters on any number of target wonders, where X is the cost of the last card target opponent played. So that's pretty good. You can punish them for playing something really, really expensive. Then we got the Epic Conjure Light. What does it say? Conjure Light cards? There you go. 4 cost. Each player draws or discards enough cards to bring their hand to 5. All right. Common. Foil common. Foil common. Ooh, we got a formless foil. Lydia Valen's Apprentice. This is a token that goes with Valen Voss, so that's a pretty sweet score. That's a pretty sweet score right there. I hear what you're saying. You're like, yo, crack another pack. And I will. I will, my friends. I will. What happened here? Something weird is going on with the live stream. Just give me a second here. Okay, I think it's resolved itself. Little momentary glitch, at least on my end. Biosynthesize. Put a nano counter on target wonder. It loses all of the classes and becomes a biosynth. Put 2 +1s or 2 -1s on it. It's okay. Boost one of your guys. Negative one of your opponent's dudes. Bellator again. Luminous Phosphor. 5 cost, 6 power. If a wonder would ascend, you can trigger its on-arrival abilities instead. Ascension happens on the 7th turn. So this gives you more options for the Boundless are all about taking the game down on the 7th turn and locking it in. So that's a good use of that ability. All right, then we got a foil common, foil rare, Magna Coalstone. Stones you control here can't be seized by battles. It's a pretty good way to protect your stones. 3 cost, 0 power. But who cares? He's just about protecting your stones. So who cares that he can't get into battle? Oh, bro, we got an epic formless foil. Jack Strong Branch. 5 cost, 5 power. On arrival, target wonder gets +5 this round. Heart of a Legend. So as long as you have a legendary guy out, you can pick 2 different guys to give +5 to, or you can give one guy a whopping +10. Big, fat daddy action. That's the fatness right there. Still can't believe those 2 OCMs, man. That's wild. Commander Star Prowl, we already saw you. Starlit Shadows, we saw you already. Stuart the Selfish, 4 cost, 5 power. He has 0 power, though, unless a wonder died this round, and he has Death Strike. So, I mean, the fact that he's not always going to have power makes him less appealing, you know? Oh, we saw you just a second ago. Foil common, foil common, foil token. All right. We must continue onwards. Probably should have just stopped at that high water mark of double OCM action / mouse heart. But I'm hopeful that there's another sweet mythic I need for my set hiding in this box waiting for me. Frangus, 3 cost, 3 power. On arrival, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, then bury them. Not a fan of losing the top cards of my deck, honestly. Cedar Shade. Oh, yeah, Grungle. I traded one of these to Double Strike a few days ago. It is 5 cost, 4 power. It's got Awaken +4 and tap for free. If it's awakened, you may remove nullify effects and null counters from any number of lands. It's a very particular and niche ability. Jess, yep, for my playset, I have everything but a few mythics left to get. Correct. Less than 20 mythics as far as I understand. Helmet Heroes. This is an epic story token. Equip Wonder gets +2, and whenever a hero you control defends, it gets +2 this round. It's all right. A lot of the story tokens don't actually feel their rarity level. You know what I mean? The rarity level on the tokens feels somewhat random. Then we got a formless foil Bosco for people who want the pigs. 1 power story token on attack, put 2 +1s on him. So he grows on attacks. I do like that. I do like that. And formless foils are always welcome because anybody who's playing the, what is he goes with Dragor, I think, right? Yeah, if they're playing with Dragor, then they may want him. So anything I can't use is theoretical trade fodder. All right, custom rangefinder. This is a legendary item. Whenever you attack with an equipped wonder, target enemy in that realm gets -1 that round. It's okay. Friendly Leopard. Oh, this is the one where you have to give up your draw at the start of your round, but you get a 6 power guy for 2. So, interesting trade-off. Then we got a Mythic Book of Dusk. Oh, I think Double Strike needs this one. I already have a copy for my collection. So I'll let him know that I have one of the mythics he needs. That's always useful. More trade goodness. Oh yeah, actually, what does it do? Equip Wonder gets +2, and on death, return target wonder you own with cost 1 or less from the abyss to here at end of round. Okay. Beefs up your guy and lets you get a small dude. That's okay. Common. Uncommon. Oh, yeah! Formless Foil Stone Seeker Dragor Bonelock. Dude, the Stone Seekers are some of the most sought after cards in the set. These are the ones where you have the celebrity appearance essentially. So this is Chuck Liddell's card, and this is a formless foil edition of it. So this is an epic level, well, it's mythic level score. We really are getting some super juice from this box. This box is mega juiced. Mega juiced. Mega juiced, baby. Some we can't even get emotes on this one. Can't even get emotes on this channel yet. We got to get into the partner program for that. And to get into the partner program, we need a ton more watch time on this channel. We already are doing fine on subscribers and stuff like that, but the watch time is where we are considerably under. Like, what do we have here? We need, let's see here. I'm looking at the wrong thing. No wonder I can't tell. Hold on. We need another 2,242 hours of watch time before this channel gets into the partner program. So yeah, it's pretty far off. Pretty far off indeed. Oh, the vineyard, we've seen you. Curse 6 cost. Whenever a wonder arrives under your control this round, put a -1 counter on target enemy in that realm. Feels like you really have to set things up to get any kind of advantage out of this. Yeah, some crying emotion indeed, bro. All right, we saw you before, Zebazing. Foil common, foil uncommon, foil token. All right, and then we're gonna see what we got here. Stimbleton Steel, 3 cost, 3 power. Tap them for free to destroy target item here. Then gain energy equal to its cost if you control the stone here. Pretty good. Getting rid of an item and getting a bunch of energy feels like a great deal. Jess, I only advocate people watching when they want to watch. I'm not looking to try and like artificially boost any numbers, you know? Awakened Cuttlefish, 2 cost, 2 power. Awaken +2 and tap for free. So when it awakens, it gets +2 power and gains the ability tap it for free. Seek 3 cards. Seek from the top 3 cards of your deck a dude who costs 2 or less. So that's not too shabby. But yeah, no, Jess, I just want people to watch when they want to watch, and if we get the watch hours, great. And if not, that's okay. You know what I mean? We got Blood Nebula Curse, 6 cost spell. Nullify all wonders this round. Everybody loses their abilities for a whole turn. Then we got a foil common. Foil Mythic! Nocturna the Mind Killer. I know I already have this one. I know I already have this one for my set. But I'm not going to turn my nose up at another classic foil Mythic. 7 cost, 7 power. Tap for free. Put a null counter on each wonder here. That's pretty good. Null everybody. All right. All right. What do we got next? Jess, did you just call Bow Falcon beautiful? What's up, Wyla? Okay, what do we got? We got Ally the Silent. 4 cost, 2 power. On arrival, put 3 -1 counters on target wonder here. Okay, shrink down one of your opponents. Ondin, 4 cost, 5 power. On arrival, return target wonder or item with cost 3 or less in this realm to its owner's hand. Bounce is pretty sweet, but also Thalwind is pretty tricky to play, so. We already saw you. We already saw you. Foil common, a formless foil rare, Cosmo Life Entity, 4 cost, 4 power, opponents can't sacrifice cards, and it's got flying. I don't know about how I feel about opponents can't sacrifice cards, because that could also come around and be a problem for you. If they have rage guys, then they can use rage abilities and they don't have to sacrifice them from the rage ability, you know? So, bit of a mixed bag on that one. Now, I feel like this has been such a good haul overall that it needs to be celebrated on another level. Vlogarena, what's up? You vote how to play series? I do need to do a how to play Wonders video for sure. I absolutely do. Now, to celebrate the goodness, we're going to open a Dragon Booster too. We're going to juice it. Yeah, McGar, you need to open your consolation pack. Yeah, do it up, brother. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that makes sense. Yep, that's right. Okay, still got 5 packs left in reserve. Those are my last 5 Dragon packs. We're going to open one right here, right now. The Ultra Juice. This one's all formless foils. All formless foils with a theoretical OCM or formless foil Mythic. All right, so we got Romero Lagas, who is a 2-cost, 1-power common with Call. We've got Starwine Custodian, 2-cost, 4-power common, so just a vanilla dude. Hey, we got a formless foil Stolo. Okay. All right. I was literally talking about, I mean, I guess I may as well just sleeve these as we go, because I'm going to sleeve them anyways. All formless foils, because they're the specialist foils, automatically get sleeved, even the common ones. All right, Stolo we already talked about. Then we've got Sturm the Uniter. 3-cost, 3-power epic rare. Each legendary wonder you control with cost 7 or greater gets on arrival. Put 5+1 counters on this. All your big expensive wonders automatically get a 5-power permanent boost. That's so gross. That's so gross. Okay, and we got a foil formless foil Mythic. Alon Wisp Song. 5-cost, 6-power. On round's end, you may tap or untap target wonder. Oh, that's disgusting. You can tap down your opponent's best guys, or you can untap your guys to get more tap abilities going on. That's so strong. That's so strong. That's a real score right there. Then we got a Mead Hall Master Token. And then Blackened Soul cards. 6-cost, sack for free, return target wonder you own in the abyss to this realm. So it costs 6, which is expensive, but you can literally resurrect any guy that you have. Not too shabby. And then a festival guitar. Blinka, blinka, blinka. It's time for some music. 3-cost item. Equip wonder gets +2. I guess he's hitting him with the guitar. On arrival, put 2+1 counters on target wonder. Oh, that's some fortifying music. Get festivaled, bro. Get festivaled. All right. Not too shabbily dabbly do. We got a whole bunch of formless foils today. Formless foils. And 2 OCMs. 2 OCMs in one sitting. That does not happen. That is not the norm. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Okay. Where I don't see any top loaders out in plain sight. I like to put my OCMs in top loaders. Oh well, I will do that later when I happen upon some top loaders. Let's get rid of a bunch of this booster pack wrapping trash. You guys know how it goes when you got a bunch of wrappers everywhere. Riggedy wrapping. Oh, did I not bring my water in? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab my water. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to end up putting out a video in a few days talking about the new set that's coming out and the special guests that they're having in it, some other details. And then there's the learn to play, like how to play Wanders. What other kinds of videos would you guys like to see about this game on this channel? Is there anything specifically you'd like to see? Whew, man. Whew. Chess music always helps you kick more ass. Fair enough, buddy. If it puts +1 counters on you, that's what it does, right? Yeah, I definitely have to figure out the best way to approach a learn to play video for this. Maybe I will do a series talking about like I'll do one on like the gameplay and then another one on the different abilities, breaking it down. So yeah, maybe an ongoing series. Basics around deck construction, land to spell ratios. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea as well. I'm gonna make a note of this stuff here so that I won't forget. Well, Jess, it's good. You don't want to be getting in fights in real life. Getting into altercations with people ain't worth it. Ugh, it definitely ain't worth it. All right. Move these sleeves over here. Is there room in this box for them? I think I can slide them in. Just looks like they'll just fit. Gotta work them in. Work them in. There we go. There we go. Man, this mouse, dude, it's sweet. It's sweet being 7 mythics closer to my set. Some tactics for each of the orbitals. Damn it, don't like. This almost slid under my bookcase. I literally almost lost my newest mythic. That would have been a real hassle. That would have been a real hassle indeed. Oh. I guess as I make these videos, it will become obvious about the other aspects that need to be covered. Platypus, I mean, you can throw out a question. We'll see if I can answer it for you. I'm by no means an expert. You know what I mean? So depending on what it is. I'm still pretty noobish overall. I've just been enjoying the the journey of discovery without trying to rush to the end game, you know? I find that's something that happens in this world of the internet where you just get pushed so quickly towards optimization, maximization, and instead of just like enjoying whatever you think is fun and exciting, right? So I miss the old days of Magic where we just kind of slapped together piles we thought were a lot of fun and ran with it. Yeah, Magari trying to avoid including every mechanic available in each orbital. Yeah. Yeah, if you get pulled in too many directions, I suppose you're not really going to have it work out. It's probably better to make multiple decks. Like, you know, if you want to make a really item heavy deck or a faith based deck for a Heliosynth, for example, you know? Just, yeah, bro, not having the, like, getting the wrong people out of your life makes a huge difference. There are people who bring a bunch of drama into your life unnecessarily. Getting them out of there makes a big difference. Platypus, you know the game lasts 7 turns. If you're a mono green mid range Timmy at heart, what should you aim for in Wonders? I mean, Petraea has the biggest, dumbest, stompiest guys. So to just have big, fat, like greeny boys, go green. It's right there. It's nice and simple. So you want to go with Petraea. That's where you'll find humongoids that you can just bring the thunder with, you know? That's what I would say. So it translates directly. Green for green, bro. Just go straight into green. There's a lot of fun Gigantors. Hell, that one guy we saw today was literally just like, when I come out, I give a guy +5, or 2 guys +5, or 1 guy +10. Just raw elbow drop, crunch, you know? But I mean, I think like every orbital has at least a few gigantic guys, but Petraea has a bunch of beef boys. Big and dumb, perfect. Exactly. So roll with that, man. Roll with that as a concept. That's what I would do. Mm. Ugh. Yeah, you know what, you're right. I've noticed the same thing. Magic's color pie has just kind of like bled into itself as I attribute a lot of this to Commander, where Wizards is just like, instead of keeping some kind of interesting tension between the colors and making colors weak to, like, black used to be weak to enchantments. It just could not handle enchantments at all. And they're like, what if we just give black the ability to destroy enchantments? And you're like, oh, okay. So it does feel more and more like every color has access to all the abilities. And I think they're doing that specifically because of the whole Commander thing, where it's like the idea of what Magic was has moved a lot away from one-on-one play into 4-player crybaby Magic, which is what Commander is, you know? Lasagna, you took a nap, floor nap, I should say. Nothing wrong with that, buddy. Nothing wrong with a little floor nap. I'm actually feeling pretty tired myself. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I picked up a little bit of sickness somewhere, or if my soul is sick, or whatever's going on, but I have definitely been feeling tired. So I can feel it in me now. Oh man. My energy levels are lower for sure. I probably got mono from kissing some boys at the playground. Wait, not at the playground. That kissing men, kissing adult men at the discotheque. Okay, let's be very clear. Let's not have any confusion going on with what I'm saying. Uh Man, what is it? In Between Man? Is that what it's called? That got suggested to me. It's an Australian show. It's great. It's great. Hold on, I gotta double check the name. Yeah, it's In Between. Mr. Is it Mr. In Between? Mr. In Between. Okay, Mr. In Between is really, really good, just so you know. I started watching it yesterday, and I've binge watched it so hardcore. The first season is 6 episodes. The second season is 11 episodes. I've watched the first 6 episodes of season. I watched the entirety of season 1, and I have watched 10 of the episodes from season 2 already. I've literally watched 16 episodes of this show since last night. They're like 20 minutes each, so you can easily binge them. But like, bro, I was hardcore binging them. I'm actually going to do a video in the next 2 weeks over on my Hatcher channel. In the next 2 weeks, I plan to put out a video, top 5 shows that I've watched this year, which, unless I've forgotten shows, will actually be an accurate list. But I thought top 5 shows that I watched this year. I also thought maybe of like 5 shows that I started watching and fell off and lost interest in, which is a kind of an unwieldy title. The title might need a little bit of work, but I'm thinking about starting to make TV and movie-based videos over on Hatcher instead of just having rambling live streams where the subject gets covered here or there. You know, just a more focused little video where I go, I checked out this show, this show, this show, this show, and this show. Here's why they're worth checking out. Here's the fun things about them without really going spoiler heavy about them, just kind of talking about them in a generalized way so that if you want to know what I've watched that's dope, you can watch it. And I'll tell you a couple of titles right now. Murderbot, Mr. In Between, Pluribus. Those are 3 shows that I really enjoyed so far. But that's not all I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about some other ones too. But those ones are definitely right up there. Like Mr. In Between is genuinely really good. I've said out loud during multiple episodes, the show is good. Like, just to myself. So that's what I do. When something's really good, I literally exclaim out loud to nobody in particular because I'm just sitting there by myself. The show is good. The show is really good. Whoa, that was awesome, you know? Vlogger, when you thought I liked girls? Listen, just because I kissed men at the discotheque doesn't mean I don't like girls. Sometimes you just want to be held by a strong man who will make you feel like everything's going to be okay. Life is scary, and I got all these bills to pay, and I'm terrified, and I just need a strong man to hold me and slide money into my butt cheeks while he whispers into my ear, everything's going to be okay. And he kisses the back of my ear, right? Isn't that what everybody wants? Some have I ever watched Primeval? I have not, but the title sounds familiar. What's it about? Yeah, my girl, you almost got into a car wreck because somebody was wandering into your lane. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. They're just all of a sudden, and you're like, whoa, hey, what the hell's going on, man? I don't want to die today. I want to live, baby. I wants to live. Time anomalies and dinosaurs. Oh, okay. All right. I do like me some time anomalies. I literally was like, I got annoyed by the first episode of the second season of 12 Monkeys, and I said, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to check out another show. I'll check out Mr. In Between just as like a palate cleanser. And then the first episode pulled me right in, and I went, okay, I'm here for this. I do enjoy crime-based shows, you know? I find the ones around criminals more interesting than the ones surrounding law enforcement and trying to catch criminals. I find more of the criminal underworld stuff to be more compelling, you know? I really enjoyed Grand Theft Auto Vice City, where they had Ray Liotta as the voice for Tommy, and they had a bunch of other well-known actors being the voice, like well-known actors from crime action movies, as voice actors for that game. I really liked that game a lot. Vice City is my favorite Grand Theft Auto of all time. Of all time. It's too bad that I don't have the uh best version of it. I have like a version of it on Steam, but it's like there's like a better version that runs better and is more optimized or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but like the version I have is the lesser version. Jess, what's the space show that's famous for being accurate? Mm, no idea. Not ringing a bell. Hmm. Lasagna, there was no crime in New Capenna because the crime families were in charge. They were the government, so they made the rules. So what you were doing wasn't even illegal. It was so dumb. It's so dumb that they made like we're doing a criminal set, and then at the last second they went, the political climate online is really like people don't like police officers. We have to literally remove all the police officers from our mobster set. And it's like, then who's there to stop the criminals? And no, because now the crime families control the city. So they're the government. Yeah. So they're not criminals then, they're just the government. No, no, listen, we had to take all the cops out so that we would have a bunch of crap to shove into a clue set later on. It equaled double garbage for us. Capanna was neutered and turned into complete garbage because Wizards was terrified that idiots on Twitters would be like, I can't believe you put policemen into your set of law and order crime and stuff. And it's like, what? Are you an idiot? Of course I'm an idiot. I'm running my mouth on Twitter, aren't I? So then they listened to those morons and worry, oh God, we gotta take it on the set. And then they went, oh, we have a bunch of 1920s police. What are we gonna do? Shove them onto Ravnica and paint fedoras onto lightning elementals. That won't feel fucking jarring in any way and be complete garbage. Just the Expanse? Yeah. Actually, the Expanse was really cool at the beginning. I've never had a space show make water feel so incredibly valuable. Like, Voyager did it at first. The first episode or whatever, it was just like water is this hugely valuable resource, and then they just like dropped that instantly because they're like, we can just generate as much as we want, no big deal. But in the Expanse, water felt actually valuable. So the Expanse was good for a while, and then it really started to fall off. I think it was after season 3. The writing distinctly changed. Characters really changed. Where you went, this woman was a intelligent diplomat, and now she's yelling and swearing at people like she's an angry police chief. You know, McBain. You know, like that kind of shit. Where you're like, what is happening? Why is she acting like this? She was an actual diplomat up until now, and now she's just swearing at people and yelling at them and stuff. And it's like that she was a diplomatic lady. Her yelling at people is not going to accomplish anything. So it got considerably dumber. It's a Mendoza. Yeah. Yeah, it got way dumber. The Expanse unfortunately fell off pretty hard. But that happens, right? Shows just kind of tank, man, out of nowhere, where you're like, this is great, and then it becomes crap. Like Heroes. Heroes was compelling until it compelled me to stop watching it. I was just like, Heroes is great, Heroes is great. What happened? This sucks now. How did you screw it up so bad? Whatever. Yeah, McGraw, I did hear Babylon 5 actually was pretty authentic with the way they handled space, too. Every time I think of Babylon 5, I think of that guy with the big fan of hair like this. You know what I'm talking about? He's like bald, but he's got like a big fan of peacock hair or whatever. I did watch the entirety of Deep Space Nine. Like I've seen every episode of Deep Space Nine. I really liked Garrick. Yes, yep. Heroes was a great show, and then yeah, it never went anywhere. We talked about that yesterday, and Zircon rightly pointed out that once the writer's strike happened, it fell off completely. You know, 100%, 100%. Which is too bad because I really liked Heroes at the beginning. Yamagor, that was his name, Londo, wasn't it? You gotta mow the Londo. Yeah, there's a lot of shows that start off strong and then just kind of fumble it hard, and you just go, man, I was really into this, and now I'm like out. I'm out. The end of season, episode 1 of season 2 of 12 Monkeys definitely pushed me out for a second. I'm gonna go back and check it out, but I think I'm gonna wait a little while because it really annoyed me. It like really annoyed me. It's like this character is gonna do anything he can to stop the plague, is now gonna actively not do the thing that will stop the plague. You're like, what? This chick here is right. She wants to stop the plague. And he's like, don't you do it. And it's like, what? This seems like an abrupt character shift so you could have a moment of drama that feels unearned and stupid. So you were hoping your audience would go, whoa, but instead they just go, what? Some you watched DS9 a few times because you forgot how it ended. You thought you hadn't finished, but you had. I mean, the ending isn't epic or anything. It is kind of like, okay, like the ghosts and the when it just started to get weird, you know. What's up, every day? It wasn't. Deep Space Nine was mostly good, but it definitely wasn't flawless. It definitely wasn't flawless. Left a lot to be desired. But overall, very watchable. Very watchable. How was the hunting? The hunting went well. Got multiple mythics, one of which I actually needed for my set, and got 2 OCMs unexpectedly. You're only supposed to be able to get 1 a box, and I somehow magically got 2. So that's a pretty sweet score. But you showed up at the end here because I'm getting ready to take off. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me, my friends. Always nice to spend time with you. We'll be back at it tomorrow over on Hatcher Streams, most likely is where we'll be doing it. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me for some hunting of cardboard. And